Hey guys, Stash here from the Guardians of Merlin with more quick tips for the event Love Harvest. Getting into the event, as I mentioned in the last video, you're going to want to make sure that you have a good working area. The reason for that is there's two main activities that are part of this event. The first one is going to be planting seeds and yielding an efficient number of crops. Once you have a built-up number of crops, you can then attack beasts. You'll do explorations, and you'll then be able to kill beasts for exchange shop points. Getting into my recommendation for having a clear field, I planted this cabbage crop in order to show you the best way to yield crops without using auto plant. You can collect in a checkerboard diagonal pattern in order to ensure that each of your plots is connected on each four sides to the same crop. I'll show you why. This crop, for instance, in this plot will yield 45 crops from one seed. If it were only touching on three sides, as you can see now, it's going to decrease to 38. On two sides, it'll decrease to 30. One side, it's going to decrease to 23, and on no sides of the same crop it's going to be a base crop yield of 15. So it's very important that I recommend you use this planting pattern. Additionally, you're also going to want to make sure you avoid using any differences in crops. For instance, cabbage and radish don't mix because cabbage is supposed to be slow, radish is supposed to be fast. As you can see here, there's a decrease of yield down to 9 if you try to plant the opposing crops next to each other. The same thing for hot with cold. So if you match this planting pattern as I'm about to show you, you'll be able to work efficiently. I would recommend potentially setting a timer if you are still on a lower housewarming level because crops will take longer. Cabbage especially is obviously going to take the longest. Once you're done planting, you'll deselect the plant option, and you'll then collect the opposing row of your checkerboard. After you collect them, you can then plant in that row, and every single time you plant, you are connecting on all four sides, which is planting and receiving the highest yield possible. That's my tip. I hope it's very helpful, especially for those that might not be buying the auto plant selection. If you were to use the auto plant selection, you can essentially do the same thing, and it will help you in using your compost fertilizer, because once you start the auto plant feature, you can essentially use compost and do that same planting pattern in a diagonal pattern, and auto plant will come in behind you and fill in those spots while maintaining a high efficiency planting pattern. That will also help you burn through your 250 compost consumptions a day, which will help you get the most daily quest rewards. Thank you so much. I hope that you found that helpful and it might have clarified some elements of the event. Please subscribe to our channel, and we hope to look you in another video. Thank you.